Hello everyone. So in this lecture, we'll start with the end user activity. We already performed the configuration activities related with the vendor master data from the point of ECC point of view. So in this lecture, we'll create the vendor centrally, which means all these three data, general data, company code data, and purchasing data that will cover or update for the vendor master in a single go with the help of this decode xk01. Xk02 will be used to change or edit the master data, and xk03 will be used to display the vendor master data centrally. Centrally means you can update, change, or display all the three relevant data in one go. In general practice, these all data will be filled by the different department. For example, company code data will be filled by the accounting department, or purchasing data will be filled by the purchasing department with the help of, or with in conjunction with the generic data or general data. Okay, so xk01 is the T code. Click on enter. Once you click on enter, system will ask you to provide few details. For example, company code, then purchasing organization, and the account group. Company code and purchasing organization we already created in enterprise structure, and accounting group we just created as a part of configuration activity. For domestic vendor, it is SDXZ. Okay. So once you have updated all these things and we have selected the internal number range for vendor, so no need to provide any number here. Okay, click on enter. Once you click on enter, here different screen you will see. First one is address, so you can update the address of the company. For example, I am selecting HK Private Limited. Provide the search term, provide the details. For example, line number 2, MIDC. Okay, so this address and all these things will be provided by your vendor, and same you have to update country code, region code as per your state. Once done, you can provide the mobile number also or email ID also of the vendor. Okay, gmail.com. And other details, if you want to fill, you can fill it or update it. You can use this option as well to get the more fields. Which are the more fields available? For example, time zone or transportation zone. These all things you can search with the more fields. Once done, either you can click on enter or go to the next screen. Okay, so whichever details you know, or you are taking it from the vendor, that you can update here. Or for example, this is related with the controlling part, so if there is any person in the actual scenario, there will be one responsible person to fill this data. If you provide data, you can update it, or else click on next. Then it is payment transaction related data. You can provide the bank key for your respective vendor, account holder name. Okay, account holder name, then bank account number. All these details will be provided by vendor, and you can update it here. Once done, click on next. Okay, if you want to provide any contact person name, that you can provide. If you don't, then click on next. So general data we have completed with the help of address updation, then payment transaction updation. These all things are contact person updation. If you want to update, these are the general data. Next one is company code data, which will be filled by the accounting person. So if you don't have any accounting person, just for practice purpose, I am showing you how to create the vendor centrally. Then you can take the data from the accounting department or accounting person, and you can update here. For example, reconciliation of account, I already taken it from the accounting department, that's why I'm updating here. And wherever you are showing this kind of symbol, that is mandatory entry. If I click on enter, system will ask me to fill that entry. So you can prompt pop up, you can take any cash management group and then click on enter. Okay, next one is payment terms. I'll put it as 0001. From the pop-up, I have selected it. Click on enter. If you have these details with you from the accounting department, you can update, or else click on enter. And then there is a purchasing data which is related with us, SAP MM. So here you can provide the order currency as INR, Indian rupees, or as per your country, wherever that vendor is situated. Then terms of payment, I will select from the pop-up. As per negotiation done with the vendor, you can select the payment terms from the pop-up window. I'll select the info terms. Okay, then wherever this kind of symbol is there, that system will ask you to fill. But here you can also provide the minimum order value. I will update is 10,000. Okay, then salesperson also you can select with his mobile number. Then in control data you can select the GR based invoice verification, which means only after the GR invoice verification will be done and payment will be done. Then if you want to create an automatic purchase order, you can tick on this. If you want any acknowledgement against the PO that you shared with the vendor, then you can tick on this. Similarly, on any of the control data fields you can click and search for that field relevancy or meaning with the help of F1 key. Okay, shipping condition you can select as a standard one, as we have not created any shipping condition, but this shipping condition will be depends how the material is shipping from the vendor end to our customer end or our end. Okay, then purchasing group you can select here as per you created. Planned delivery time you can select in days, and rest of the things, if you find anything relevant which is really required, you can check. For example, if I click on unit of measure group or plan delivery time, if I click on F1, you will find the meaning of that field, and as per your requirement you can update that field. Once done, click on enter. Here partner function we have not created, so for now we'll skip it, but later on we'll update this point also. Once done, click on enter. System will reach to the last screen and ask you to the save the vendor. Click on yes. Vendor got created, that means our configuration is okay. So this is how we can create the vendor centrally with the help of the T code xk01. In next lecture we'll see the how we can edit or change the information of the vendor master data that we have created centrally. Okay.